All right, my goal for this next week is just going to get Archie out and about to new places. And this does a couple things. Number one, it gets him exposed to new things that he's never, seen or experienced before. And number two, it proofs the obedience that he's been working on at my house. So if he can heal out and about in new situations, he's going to do really well at home as well. So we do both work on things at home and work on things out and about. This is going to help when people come over to the house and, there's new exciting stuff all the time. So one thing, just as I'm getting him out and about to new places, is sometimes he's a little bit nervous of things going behind him. So I haven't seen any crazy fear or trying to run away or anything like that, or any kind of reactivity, or he doesn't have a mean bone in his body, but just a little bit insecure about sometimes loud things. So my neighborhood is this way. This is Smith's. We come around, we walk in the front of Smith's, and then there's a biker's trail over here that goes into Daybreak, and lots of exposing him to things like that, bikes. And so sometimes if a biker comes up behind us, he's a little bit weary of that. And then if a loud semi truck is behind us, he's a little bit weary of that too. So exposure is going to be good for him. You can see him, he's getting tired. We've been walking for a mile. But I want him to be able to handle just new things that are presented to him and build confidence. So he kind of lingers back, and I'm not really going to correct that. If he's ahead of me or if he's too far wide, I'll correct it because the position of the heel isn't great. If he's a little bit lingering back, it's because he wants me to take the leadership role when he's nervous. And that's a really good thing, because that's something that I can easily do. Whereas if he's in the leadership role and he's nervous, you're not going to see good behavior because he doesn't want to be in that role. So the more we get him out and expose him to new stuff, the better he's going to be, just well-rounded all the time, in the house, outside the house, around friends, around all kinds of stuff. So really good for him to switch up our walk today, not in the neighborhood, but so we'll come over here, go down here, go all the way in front of Smith's. Sometimes we'll go get a swig, depending on if it's cold or not. And then construction is all going on over here. They're building just some office buildings and warehouses and stuff like that. So sometimes that makes him a little bit insecure. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah, the cars as they come up behind us, he's a little bit shifty. But what I'm seeing is recovery, and I'm seeing his ability to maintain the heel position, and that's going to help him in the long run, as long as we're being diligent about this. If I were to let him start pulling and not healing, I could see him start to get more fearful, because he, like I said, he doesn't want to be in that leadership position. So he wants me to take the lead. And then once I do, he actually gives me more focus, because it's a safe place for him to be. So that's the only kind of fear stuff I've seen in the house. He's great. He loves the other dogs. He's such a good socializer. We have a puppy staying with us this weekend, and she's a little nervous just because she's never been anywhere new, and Archie's just kind of shown her the way of how to play, and he's really good with her. So, and he's good with my dogs too. So he does a great job, and he's good with the kids. And yeah, even though I don't know how much he's been around little kids, but from everything I've seen, he's pretty good natured. So he loves the people, loves the dogs, nervous by the cars and the wheels behind us, huh? That's okay. We all got stuff we're working through, so it's really good to get him out and expose him to new stuff. And just, this helps him in everyday life, because if we put ourselves in situations that are harder, the easy stuff just gets easier. So anyway, good job, Archie boy. Doing good.